Sky over France is blue. Perfect blue. Deceptive blue. The kind that hides death. That mass violence. That promises peace while delivering war. It is August 1944, the 23rd day. Liberation is coming. Everyone knows. Germans retreating. Allies advancing. Victory approaching. But death does not retreat. Death does not know victory. Death continues. Working. Hunting. Taking. Until final moment. Until last bullet. Until someone declares finished. Until then, death remains employed. Fully. Constantly. Mercilessly. The altitude is 15,000 feet. 4,500 meters. Medium altitude. Fighter altitude. Dogfight altitude. Kill or be killed altitude. The air is thin. Cold. Clear. Perfect visibility. 50 miles. Can see everything. Including death approaching. Including enemies hunting. Including fate arriving. The sound is a Merlin engine. Rolls-Royce Merlin 66. V12. Liquid-cooled. Supercharged. 2-stage. 2-speed. 1,600 horsepower. Most powerful Merlin. Most reliable Merlin. Best Merlin. Driving Supermarine Spitfire Mark 9. Best variant. Most produced. Most successful. Most everything. The engine sings. High-pitched. Smooth. Powerful. Beautiful sound. Death sound. Victory sound. Survival sound. Depending. Depending whose aircraft. Depending whose pilot. Depending whose day. Today. Whose day. Unknown. Yet. Soon. Very soon. The propeller is 4-blade. Rotor constant speed. 11 feet diameter. Efficient. Powerful. Deadly. Spinning. 2,000 RPM. Blur. Invisible. Just sound. Just power. Just thrust. Forward. Always forward. Toward enemy. Toward combat. Toward fate. Flight Lieutenant Christopher Hayes pilots the Spitfire. Serial LF MK9. Code letters. DWK, K for King. Squadron designation. 610 Squadron. County of Chester Squadron. RAF Fighter Command. Base Ludham. Norfolk. England. But flying over France. Over Normandy. Over liberation. Over war. Still war. Always war. Christopher is 25 years old. From Manchester. England. Working class. Father was factory worker. Mother was seamstress. Both alive. Still. Waiting. Praying. Writing letters weekly. Keeping faith. Keeping hope. Keeping vigil. Christopher joined RAF 1940. After Dunkirk. After France fell. After Battle of Britain began. Patriotism. Duty. Revenge. Adventure. All four. Young. Naive. Brave. Foolish. All four. Training took 18 months. Elementary. Basic. Advanced. Fighter training. Spitfires. Operational training. Squadron posting. Combat. Death. Survival. Learning. Everything. He flew Battle of Britain. Survived. Few survived. Most died. Young pilots. Inexperienced pilots. Facing veterans. Luftwaffe veterans. Spanish Civil War veterans. Poland veterans. France veterans. Experienced. Skilled. Deadly. But outnumbered. Eventually. Defeated. Eventually. Withdrawn. Eventually. Britain survived. Christopher survived. Lucky. Very lucky. Impossibly lucky. 4 years later. Still flying. Still fighting. Still surviving. Still lucky. How long? How much longer? Unknown. Unknowable. Just today. Survive today. Repeat tomorrow. That is all. That is everything. He has flown 143 missions. For years. 143 sorties. Sweeps. Escorts. Intercepts. Ground attacks. Everything. Shot down 12 enemy aircraft. 12 confirmed. 5 probables. 3 damaged. 20 kills total. Double ace. Triple ace almost. Decorated. Distinguished Flying Cross, Bar to DFC, mentioned in dispatches, respected, experienced, veteran, survivor, lucky, the lucky one survive, the skilled one survive. Christopher is both, skilled and lucky, best combination, only combination. That works, that lasts, that survives. For years, 143 missions. Today, 144. Routine mission, fighter sweep, search and destroy, hunt enemy aircraft, protect Allied forces, standard mission, dangerous mission, potentially fatal mission. Like all missions, like every mission, like always. His wingman is Pilot Officer James Morrison, 22 years old, from Scotland, Edinburgh. New pilot, 15 missions, learning, improving, surviving. So far, Christopher mentors, protects, teaches, big brother, father figure, commander, responsibility. Keep Morrison alive, keep him learning, keep him surviving, until experienced, until skilled, until self-sufficient, until lucky. That is duty, that is honor, that is brotherhood, fighter-pilot brotherhood, sacred, eternal, necessary. They fly together. Finger four formation. Christopher leads. Morrison follows. 2 other Spitfires. Flight of 4. Hunting, searching, protecting. Together, they patrol over Normandy. Low altitude, 5,000 feet. Ground attack altitude, looking for targets. German convoys, German positions, German anything. The ground is scarred, cratered, burned, destroyed. Weeks of combat, artillery, bombing, fighting, death, everything destroyed. Villages, farms, churches, everything. War destroys everything, indiscriminately, completely, permanently. They see movement, road, German convoy, trucks, half-tracks, vehicles, retreating, fleeing, dying. Christopher calls. Tally-ho, bandits, vehicles, 12 o'clock, low, attacking. The flight acknowledges. Following, attacking. Together, they dive 15,000 feet, to 5,000, to 2,000, to attack altitude, to danger altitude, to flak altitude. The Germans fire. Anti-aircraft, 20 millimeter, 37 millimeter. Everything. Tracers rising. Orange streaks, deadly streaks. Beautiful, terrible. The Spitfires weave. Jinking, evading, attacking. Christopher fires. 8 machine guns. Browning .303. Convergence 250 yards. Concentrated firepower. Tracers walking. Across road. Across trucks. Across Germans. Hits. Explosions. Fire. Trucks burning. Germans dying. Mission success. He pulls up, climbing. Away from flak. Away from danger. Away from ground. Morrison follows. Good wingman. Disciplined. Learning. Surviving. Then they see them. German fighters. Focke-Wulf FW-190s. 4 of them. Above. 6 o'clock high. Diving. Attacking. Bouncing. Christopher shouts. Break. Break right. Bandits 6 high. The flight breaks. Scattering. Defensive break. Standard. The FW-190s attack. Aggressive. Determined. Professional. Veterans. Experienced. Deadly. Christopher turns. Hard right. Maximum G. Vision graying. Holding. Turning. Fighting. The FW-190 follows. Turning inside. German advantage. Better turn rate. Lower altitude. FW-190 advantage. Below 15,000 feet. FW-190 dominates. Above. Spitfire dominates. They are low. 5,000 feet. FW-190 altitude. Danger altitude. Death altitude. Christopher reverses. Hard left. Scissors maneuver. Classic. The FW-190 overshoots. Cannot follow. Too fast. Too committed. Christopher rolls. Inverts. Pulls. Comes behind. Perfect position. Perfect shot. Perfect kill. He fires. Long burst. 2 seconds. Tracers converging. Hitting. The FW-190 smokes. Wing root. Fuel. Glycol. Something. Burning. The pilot bails. Canopy gone. Pilot ejected. Parachute deploying. White. Falling. Surviving. Christopher's 13th kill. Unlucky number. Unlucky day. Maybe. Second FW-190. Attacking Morrison. Behind. Closing. Morrison breaks. Too slow. Too late. Too inexperienced. The FW-190 fires. Hits. Morrison Spitfire. Smoke. Damage. Morrison calls. Hit. Engine damaged. Breaking off. Returning base. Christopher says Roger. Go. I cover. Morrison turns. West. Toward England. Toward safety. Toward survival. Limping. Smoking. Hoping. Christopher turns. Toward second FW-190. Aggressive turn. Protective turn. Brotherhood turn. The FW-190 sees. Turns toward Christopher. Head on. Mutual. Suicidal. Effective. Both fire. Closing speed. 500 knots. Both committed. Both firing. Both hitting. Maybe. The FW-190's shells hit. 20 millimeter. High explosive. Devastating. Christopher's Spitfire. Left wing. Outboard. Beyond aileron. Direct hits. Multiple hits. Explosions. The wing tears. Rips. Separates. Outer section. 4 feet. Gone. Torn off. Falling. An aileron. Left aileron. Control surface. Critical surface. Roll control. Gone. Destroyed. Separated. Falling. Christopher feels it. Immediately. Aircraft rolls. Left. Violently. Uncontrollably. No left aileron. Cannot counteract. Cannot control. Cannot fly. Physics. Aerodynamics. Death. The Spitfire rolls. Inverted. Continues rolling. Spinning. Diving. Uncontrollable. Fatal. Christopher fights. Right aileron. Full deflection. Right rudder. Full deflection. Trim. Everything. Fighting. Desperate. Screaming. The roll slows. Marginally. But continuing. Still rolling. Still uncontrollable. Still dying. He considers. Bail out. Now. Immediately. Before spin. Before unrecoverable. Before crash. Standard procedure. Aircraft unflyable. Bail out. Survive. Fight another day. He reaches. Canopy release. To jettison. To escape. To survive. Hesitates. Why? Instinct. Experience. Stubbornness. Something. Aircraft still flying. Barely. Uncontrollably. But flying. Not spinning. Not diving. Not crashing. Yet. Maybe salvageable. Maybe controllable. Maybe flyable. Without left aileron. Without wing section. Without hope. Maybe. Try. Must try. Better try than quit. Better fight than surrender. Better risk than accept. He decides. Stay. Fight. Try. Impossible. But try. Always try. That is fighter pilot. That is warrior. That is survivor. Always try. Until cannot. Until dead. Until finished. Until no more. Try. He experiments. Carefully. Desperately. Scientifically. Right aileron. Aircraft rolls left. Faster. Wrong. No aileron. Aircraft rolls left. Slower. Constant. Physics. Asymmetric wing. Left wing damaged. Right wing intact. Different lift. Different drag. Different everything. Aircraft wants roll left. Always left. Cannot prevent. Can only slow. How? Rudder. Left rudder. Aircraft yells left. Side slip, creates drag. Right wing, more drag. Balances, some. Roll decreases. Not stops, decreases. Manageable, barely. He adds power. Engine, full throttle. Airspeed increases. Control improves. Aerodynamic forces, higher speed, better control, better chance. Not good, but better. Not safe, but possible. Not easy, but survivable. Maybe. He flies. Straight, cannot turn right. Right turn requires left aileron. None exists. Cannot turn left. Already rolling left. Turn left accelerates. Spins. Crashes. Dies. Cannot turn. Only straight. Only west. Only hoping. He calls. Base. Mayday. This is DWK. K for king. Heavy damage. No left aileron. Wing damage. Aircraft barely controllable. Returning base. Straight approach. No maneuvering. Request priority. Request emergency services. Request miracle. The controller responds. Immediately. Urgent. Professional. Roger K for king. Understand. Vector 270. Straight west. Runway 27. Direct approach. Wind calm. Emergency cruise. Standing by. Can you make it? Christopher says unknown. Trying. Aircraft very difficult. Need 100 miles. Straight flight. No turns. No deviations. No options. Controller says understood. We guide. We watch. We pray. Come home. Just come home. The flight is agony. Physical agony. Mental agony. Spiritual agony. Constant fight. Both hands. Both feet. Every muscle. Every nerve. Every thought. Fly straight. Maintain altitude. Prevent roll. Repeat. Every second. Every moment. Every breath. The aircraft wants roll. Wants spin. Wants crash. Wants kill him. He refuses. Fights back. Holds. Flies. Survives. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Endless minutes. Eternal minutes. Impossible minutes. But surviving. Still flying. Still west. Still hoping. His arms scream. Pain. Lactic acid. Muscle failure. Both hands. Full pressure. Right stick. Full right. Holding. Preventing. Surviving. Cannot relax. Cannot rest. Cannot stop. Stop means roll. Means crash. Means death. Must hold. Must continue. Must survive. How long? 50 miles. Maybe 30 minutes. Can hold 30 minutes. Must hold. No choice. Just hold. Just fly. Just survive. 20 miles. Still flying. Controller calls. K for king. Status. Christopher responds. Struggling. Arms failing. Aircraft rolling. Slowly. Cannot prevent completely. Just slow. Losing altitude. Slowly. Descending. Cannot climb. Cannot maintain. Just control descent. Aim England. Hope enough altitude. Controller says understood. Current altitude. Christopher checks. 8,000 feet. 2,400 meters. Enough. Maybe. Probably. Hopefully. If reaches coast. If reaches base. If survives. Big ifs. Impossible ifs. Necessary ifs. 10 miles. Coast visible. England. White cliffs. Dover. Beautiful. Close. So close. Altitude. 5,000 feet. Still enough. Still possible. Still hoping. But arms gone. Strength gone. Cannot hold. Much longer. Minutes. Few minutes. Then strength fails. Control fails. Aircraft rolls. Crashes. Dies. He must land. Soon. Immediately. Now. He calls. Base. Must land. Now. Cannot hold longer. Strength failing. Any runway. Any field. Anything. Please. Controller says K for king. Manston. Emergency field, 5 miles. Runway 28. Straight ahead, long runway. Crash equipment ready. Medical ready. Everything ready. Just reach us. Christopher says trying. 5 miles. 5 minutes. Can hold. Must hold. Will hold. He sees it. Manston. RAF Manston. Emergency landing ground. Long runway. 3,000 yards. Concrete. Wide. Perfect. Emergency perfect. He lines up as best can. Cannot maneuver. Cannot adjust. Just aim. Hope. Pray. The runway ahead. Slightly left. Need turn right. Small turn. Few degrees. Impossible turn. No left aileron. Cannot turn right. Must accept. Slight misalignment. Land anyway. Crash maybe. But land. On field. On runway. On England. On salvation. He descends. 500 feet per minute. Controlled. Steady. Professional. Despite everything. Despite impossible. Despite dying. Still professional. Still pilot. Still fighter. Always fighter. 1 mile. 1,000 feet. Final approach. Gear down. Manual. Hydraulics damaged. Hand crank. Painful. Agonizing. Necessary. Gear down. Locked. Green lights. Good. Flaps down. Manual. Same. Crank. Down. Locked. Drag increases. Nose drops. Power adjusts. Speed decreases. Approach speed. 120 knots. Standard. Perfect. Professional. Accept alignment. Runway slightly left. 5 degrees. Maybe 10. Will land. Off centerline. On grass. Maybe. On concrete. Maybe. On something. Definitely. Just land. Just survive. Just stop. 500 feet. Controller calls. K for king. You are offset. Left of centerline. Can you correct? Christopher says negative. No ailerons. No control. Landing as is. Prepare. Controller says understood. All clear. Crash cruise ready. Medical ready. God be with you. Land safe. Christopher says thank you. For everything. For guidance. For faith. For hope. Landing now. He flares. Pulls back. Stick. Gentle. Smooth. Professional. The Spitfire settles. Main gear first. Left main. Concrete. Good. Right main. Concrete. Good. Tail down. Drag. Slowing. Straight. Amazingly straight. Despite everything. Despite damage. Despite impossible. Straight. Rolling. Slowing. Stopping. Middle runway. Slightly left. But runway. Not grass. Not crash. Not death. Just landing. Perfect landing. Impossible landing. Miraculous landing. Stopped. Christopher sits. Cannot move. Cannot unbuckle. Cannot think. Just breathes. Just exists. Just survives. Alive. Impossibly. Against everything. Against physics. Against probability. Against death. Alive. Emergency crews arrive. Sirens. Trucks. Jeeps. Fire. Medical. Everything. They reach aircraft. See damage. Cannot believe. Cannot comprehend. Left wing. Torn. Section missing. Aileron gone. How did it fly? How did it land? How did he survive? Impossible. They reach canopy. Open. Find Christopher. Conscious. Exhausted. Alive. Smiling. Weeping. Laughing. Everything. Emotions. Overwhelming. Release. They help him. Out. Gentle. Careful. His legs collapse. Cannot stand. Adrenaline gone. Strength gone. Everything gone. Just relief. Just gratitude. Just survival. They carry him. Stretcher. Ambulance. Hospital. Checks. X-rays. Treatment. Nothing serious. Exhaustion. Bruising. Strain. Nothing broken. Nothing permanent. Nothing fatal. Just lucky. Very lucky. Impossibly lucky. Again, the aircraft examined. Engineers. Inspectors. Experts. They photograph. Measure. Document. Analyze. Everything. Left wing. Outer section. Gone. 4 feet. Missing. Aileron. Gone. Completely. How did it fly? Mathematics. Aerodynamics. Physics. They calculate. Right wing. Lift. Left wing. Reduce lift. Asymmetric. Constant roll tendency. Left. Uncontrollable. Without aileron. Without correction. Should crash. Should spin. Should kill. But survived. How? Pilot skill. Rudder compensation. Speed. Power. Courage. Determination. Refusal. To quit. To accept. To die. That is how. That is only how. That is always how. Impossible survives. When pilot refuses accept impossible, refuses surrender, refuses death, then impossible becomes possible, becomes actual, becomes survived, proven, documented, photographed, K for king, Spitfire, no ailerons left, returned, landed, survived, impossible, but true, Christopher recovered, days, rest, food, sleep, recovery, complete recovery, return duty, return flying, return hunting, 145 missions, 150, 160, survived war, Germany surrendered, May 1945, victory, finally, Christopher survived, for years, 173 missions, 22 confirmed kills, triple ace, plus, decorated, DFC and bar, DFM, mentioned, everything, retired, 1946, returned Manchester, civilian life, normal life, live long, good life, full life, married, children, grandchildren, all because, one day, one mission, one impossible flight, fighter returned, with no ailerons left, against physics, against probability, against death, against everything, returned, because pilot refused quit, refused accept, refused die, fought, flew, survived, always, that is lesson, that is story, that is truth, that impossible, is just beginning, not ending, not limiting, not preventing, when pilot, when warrior, when human, refuses accept, then impossible, becomes possible, becomes actual, becomes survived, forever, the fighter, that returned, with no ailerons left, and proved, impossible, is possible, always, forever, when refuse quit, when keep fighting, when survive, against all odds, against everything, against impossible itself. That is victory, that is survival, that is fighter pilot, always, forever, Christopher, K for king, no ailerons, but home, alive, victorious, forever,